regarding the previous session, you guys had started venturing into the border wood to try and catch up and perhaps rescue this noblewoman who had been kidnapped and dragged off by some bandits / fairies. Their trail is super easy to follow. You went into the woods a little bit until you couldn't advance any farther due to just basically resource management. So you came back and you picked up the man, which you still don't know his name because you haven't asked him, the Elven Barbarian soldier man, who is part of her personal guard. You took him back to town.
He's not worthy of having a name.
It's just not worthy. You're not worthy of knowing it. You got him back to town. You rested. You recuperated, and decided to do whatever resupply you thought prudent. So let's pick up there, where we're in Heldren, just setting out first thing in the morning.
Okie dokie. Yay, map. Let's see here.
Whoa, big map. So I believe we talked to the herbalist last time. Let me check. I have a session log.
Yeah, you have spoken. You've spoken with a lady at the Willowbark Apothecary, Tessarea. She was a young elven lady. And, you originally did business with her because a farmer had asked you to deliver some of the damaged frozen crops to her, that maybe she would have some answers regarding what happened to them.
But hold on, who's Zyth?
I'm Chillaxon.
Wait, no, sorry. What's your name?
Jared.
Oh, Jared. Jared, that's right. Jared, Dan, Rachel, and me. Good, got it.
Your name's not me. It's pure Sasha.
Whatever, dude.
You can change your names in Discord. Just saying.
We Gucci.
Oh hey, yeah, I'm me. Plot twist.
Ho. Okay, so we go back and we're trying to get a place. Do we have a place to stay? Oh, we have our caravan still. I don't think we need anything but just sleep and spells, right?
Well, I mean, we don't have any money really, so that better be all we need.
Yeah, I agree. We sold, I think we have 500 gold of items.
You did get a pretty healthy chunk of money from the gear that you sold.
So, do we have enough money to buy a wand of Cure Light Wounds and maybe a wand of Endure Elements? Because if we're going back into that...
Well, buying magic is a little bit exceptional.
How about, are there any half-filled wands of Cure Light Wounds?
You may want to go to a place that's not 6 buildings to buy those kind of things.
I count a lot more than 6 buildings right now.
We're in the backcountry.
Right. Adam, I know we can't really buy a wand because they're kind of a little bigger than this country here, but is there a local priest that we can buy a scroll from, or some potion?
If you guys want to buy specifically, magic items and such, there's probably something available, but they're not going to be publicly advertised. This is the whole back counter things. Let me look up a thing here real quick. If you do a no rolling required kind of gather information, you're pointed to a couple of places in particular that maybe has magic. You're pointed to maybe speak to Old Mother Theodora, who is an old lady wise woman who's been around as long as anybody can remember. And she's a skilled midwife, but maybe she knows some things about magic. People say she can see the future. And people go buy love potions from her all the time, which most folks will scoff at. She may have magic available for sale.
Are there any masterwork weapons or armor? Because if we pool our resources, we can buy 1 or 2 people something.
Masterwork, maybe. It's going to be hit or miss, and it won't be like anything necessarily available.
So it's not available?
Yeah, not every piece of mundane gear is going to be available here. It's basically percentage chance that anything's going to be in stock in particular. Now, that's not to say you couldn't have something commissioned to be done, but that takes about a week.
So I guess I'm going to go back to the question of, is there a Masterwork simple one-handed weapon, like a Masterwork Morningstar or a Masterwork Chain Shirt?
Let's check.
Thank you.
Masterwork Morningstar. Nothing like that, but you can get a mundane Morningstar.
How about a Masterwork Shield?
Let me do chain shirt first. Chain shirt, yes. Heavy or large or light.
Chain Shirt?
Or shield.
Oh, heavy.
No. Of those three things, there's a Masterwork chain shirt you can buy.
Okay.
Oh,
Do you guys mind if I buy that? That's going to be my item. That's going to be my armor for the rest of the game.
that works for me. I believe I already got that masterwork armor, that studded armor, whatever it was.
Cool.
Sure, I don't care.
But regarding the other things, places where you could possibly buy magic, there's a general store, which you could check out, owned by a lady named Viviala, and you could check with the apothecary who may have potions. You didn't seem to really discuss that before, and the temple, which there's kind of a predisposition that any temple is going to have some kind of stock of magic items.
Okay, well, let's start off with working backwards that list. Let's go to the temple first, as they'll be most likely to find things like potions or maybe scrolls of Cure Light Wound, or Lesser Restoration, or Delay Poison, stuff like that.
Okay. So at the Temple of Erastil, the Ulfin guy has gotten himself there and is basically being cared for by Natherin's wife. She's tending to him. He's and the outlook's not very good for him. And if you speak to Natharin, he says that they do have some really minor things for sale, and plus he's very willing to just make whatever it is you need regarding scrolls and such as needed. You just give him a day's time and he can make those things for you. Regarding more powerful magic items, he says he has a scroll and a wand that he could sell you for. It's a scroll of aid and a wand of magic weapon.
I don't think a wand of magic weapon is going to be terribly useful to us. Unless somebody else thinks it would be.
He has some potions of Cure Light Wounds. He can't resupply them. It'd probably take a week to get some more, but he can make scrolls for you all day.
Right. Sure. If he's willing to part with those potions, I think those would be the most useful, as they don't require activation.
Well, I can activate scrolls. That's no problem.
Yeah, he's
But I'm saying, like, anyone can drink a potion, but not everyone can activate the scroll.
He's got 4 potions he could sell for you right now, and he's got scrolls he doesn't really keep in stock because he just makes them as needed. He's like, give me a day and I'll have it ready for you.
Okay. Do we want to commission? And how much is he charging us? Anything more than cost?
No, just cost. Well, market price.
Gotcha. Right. The whatever it is, the volume.
Okay. So we have 554 gold. We spent 250, so we have 304 gold right now.
So if we buy 4 potions, that's 200 gold, right? Am I doing the math right?
That adds up. He also tells you that wand is about half used, so he would definitely discount it for the half that it needs.
A wand of magic weapon.
Yeah, he says he thinks it's about half spent.
How much would he pay for it?
Half as much as it should be.
Will he negotiate if I use diplomacy and sweet talk him?
You can use appraise to do that, because he, while maybe your friend, is still a shrewd negotiator and understands that clerics are tried to be run over all the time.
So I think it's worth that much. Someone else want to try? Where's our wizard, Jared?
I mean, I'm not good at them. I just did them.
He's a smart fellow.
You got
Skills. Oop. One day I'll have the patience to
Nice.
reliably use the sheet.
Yeah, he says that it's worth anywhere between 300 and 350, so 325? And he admits he does not precisely know how many charges are on it. You're welcome to figure it out, but I don't know. He just knows that when he bought it, he was told to him to be half used.
So we show him our gold pool of exactly 204 gold and say, how about we promise you another, I don't know. We have no negotiating power right now. Yeah.
And while you are well regarded in the town somewhat for being friendly, you do have the reputation of being carny folks and are likely to vanish with the wind.
This is true.
Well,
he's not wrong.
I'm gonna walk into a back room, enhance diplomacy on myself, which is just gives me a +2 to, doesn't say on there. It gives me a +2 on diplomacy, and then walk back in and try and convince him using the fact that we only have 204 gold in our combined pool.
We don't need a barter for this wand. We don't really need. Like, let's be honest real fast.
I kind of almost disagree with that. Wand of Magic Weapon's a great wand to have. Because you walk into anyone and you're like, oh, we're a ghost. Boom, magic weapon. We have this, magic weapon. Oh, I guess it's not holy, though. If you guys think no, we can leave it.
Well, even before you try and convince him to be friendlier to you than he already is, the only really change you would make is pretty much making him fanatical. Like, it's not that he needs to be convinced to just give this thing away. He's just smart enough not to.
But would he pay for less if we say we only have so much gold? He'll make a deal because no one else in this town would ever buy it. That's a lot of money. Is 300 gold. It's unlikely this group of farmers want a magic wand of that, and he has a chance to sell a very valuable item and take some money home with him right now.
Regardless, it's not my wand. It's the temple's. It belongs to the temple.
Okay, cool. Talk to you later.
Barter banter.
Yep, we move on. I mean, we physically don't have money to buy it, Adam, so we're leaving.
Yeah, after only one session of adventuring, we haven't really gotten spoils yet.
Okay, onwards. So, I guess we spend the night in our caravans and go out the next morning. Anyone else have something they want to do?
Where do we sleep?
You guys are circus. You guys have accommodations at least until the circus leaves.
Oh yeah, it's right. Much time has not passed, of course.
It's been like 3 days since we started the campaign.
Yeah.
And if you want to be more precise about it, it is the dawn today is going to be the 17th day of Erasus.
Thanks.
Of course.
Obviously.
No, we don't do that.
All right. Yeah, I can't think of anything that I really feel like I should pressure you to do while you're in town. So we can head back to the woods. Do you want to?
Oh, we saw the injured guy, right?
Yeah, he is in the temple. He was probably, within eyesight during all
Okay.
the bartering and bantering.
I asked him his name.
It's very important. He introduces himself as Yuln Orstag.
How are we keeping track of money? Like of relative wealth? Are we just going to total it up and try and keep the same wealth by level, or what's our plan?
You guys.
That means someone else doing it.
Well, we've been doing a money log in the Roll20 threads, so that's.
We don't know how much. We don't know how much everyone else has. Is the problem.
Do you guys want to more or less go directly into the woods, or kind of follow the road and go back in where that ambush site was? I can't really say which one is a better idea, but there's a chance. There's a chance there if you cut through the woods, you get lost or you don't find the trail.
Wasn't there a second path we didn't take?
Amount of time.
No, there wasn't a different path. It was just continuing on. You were following the foot traffic and the horse tracks from the ambush. It was a super easy trail to follow because it was through snow.
Okay.
Hey, Adam, was that that was a wild game trail that we followed into the woods, or was it actually a wider path?
It was, well, you can't really tell because everything's covered in snow. You were following footprints.
Okay. I was gonna say if there's like a local tracker or hunter around here, maybe we could say, hey, down the road so far there was this entrance, this footpath into the woods. Do you know if there's a faster way to bisect that path from here?
I'll do that. Ability checks. No. Skills. Diplomacy. That's too higher. 30.
Nice.
If they're chaotic or good, it's a -4. It's only a 26.
I think most trapper people are probably going to be chaotic. Let's see here.
26.
Yeah, high 20s. Let's see. Okay, the information you get from background characters is that if you headed directly there from Heldren, and based on the description you give of where you went into the woods, if you went directly into the woods due southwest, you'll come to a creek, and then if you follow that creek south, it should put you more or less back to where you were.
Okay.
Oh.
It's not going to save a heck of a lot of time, but it's probably worth it with those kind of directions.
Okay, we do that.
Cool.
Can you guide us? Do you have the time to do that? And we'll give you like a couple gold, or do you not have time or want a small boon of money? I know that you were.
What was I hear? Everything going on over there with the frozen man that came out of those woods. I don't think I'm particularly interested in getting down there with you guys.
Very well. We understand.
There, if you make it in there, and he gives you some more or less explicit directions from the creek to a place called the High Sentinel Lodge. He says there's a group of Taldan soldiers who patrol the woods to keep an eye on, maybe Qadiran hostilities that are trying to use the border wood for subterfuge and such. If you meet up with them, they're the experts on the woods.
Okay.
That doesn't nonsense get you at all. Okay, we do that.
Where
Yeah.
are the Cheetos?
I'm not there. I'm at the bar. All right.
Okay, so I guess let's. And we all have some warm. Do we ever? Did everyone get warm weather clothing, or cold weather clothing? I mean,
I don't know.
I am pursuit.
I think this is a problem we already solved.
Yeah.
Was it?
Have to just magic is the problem. Resistance.
Oh yeah, people have magic. I just got warm clothes.
I'm smart.
Are there any warm clothes in town that I can buy?
Are there warm clothes? Yeah, there's a guy. The general story's like, I got some in a trunk. If you don't mind them, being a little musty from this being the middle of summer.
Do they
Okay.
sell warm-
I'll buy those.
I mean, they can't very much. They're probably pretty small if they're clothes for worms.
How much does cold weather gear cost? I think it's like $20.
It is not much. Cold weather outfit is 8 gold pieces.
Okay, well, 3 of us or 4 of us actually have 24 gold, right? 4 of us can buy this.
We have 240 gold.
We have 2. Yeah. Oh Jesus. Oh, okay.
Riches.
40 of us can buy this.
We could buy the whole town.
Fire sale on the cold weather gear. You want everybody just get a set of cold weather outfit? Just.
I already have this thing.
Oh, you do? Okay. I will buy one. Just knock out 8 gold from the party loot, please.
I'll take one.
Yay. Everybody buys cool cloaks. These are all the height of Taldan fashion from last year. The fall lineup hasn't shown up yet.
Okay.
It was a good joke.
King of jokes.
I was just muted at the time. I left.
Right. And cool.
I also buy a very stylish red hat if they have one. A knit hat, if I can find one.
How foppish.
Give me your damn hats.
Hats are very important.
They are.
Okay.
Very, very heroically ruined his last pink hat.
So, Amur, you got these pretty explicit instructions from that kind of woodsy looking guy. And when you're ready to head out, give me a survival check at +4.
Can I share my really nice instructions with my friend the Cleric?
You can, sure.
I mean, I'm assuming that we were all there receiving.
Hey, Maris, you want to follow these very explicit instructions with a +4 to survival that you already have like +20 in?
You're only going to have a +2, though.
Change
Yeah.
telephone.
Hey, Rachel.
Sure, I'll do it.
I'm okay with the +2. Goes from a +4 to a +30, whatever you have.
Nice.
That doesn't include the +2. I didn't know how to add that in the system, so I just rolled it and figured we could add 2 to it.
Yeah.
Can I?
No.
Okay.
Math. Yeah, I think it's safe to say that survival is like the only thing Maris is really good at.
Survivaling.
Really good.
Picking up pixies with a dead pixie.
Why are you in a different room while you play Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah, why is there Stomp the Musical happening in your house?
Some cooking dinner.
And murdering it.
Gotta get some brooms.
Alright, so it's pretty easy to get to the woods. You basically get off the road almost immediately and just kind of head across some grasslands and stuff, some relatively smooth hills. You get to the woods, and that survival check comes into play, and once you get in maybe about 50 to 60 yards, it starts turning into, crispy ice and snowy tracks of all kinds of animals and things that, Maris, you pick up on immediately. This isn't traversed by humanoids as near as you can tell. You see animal tracks and the signs of rabbit tracks, fox tracks, things like that all over the place. This seems to be not traversed by any kind of humans.
Is that a red flag?
No, that makes sense. It just means that it makes sense. Once you hit the creek and then head south, that's when you want to start looking to pick up this trail again.
Okay.
He told you the name of the creek was Wishbone Creek. It's going to be flowing north, so you want to go against the flow south, and it's going to bring you to Lake Terramain, which, if you hit the lake, you've probably gone too far. You should come to like a fork where it goes north or south, and that's probably where you'll pick up the trail. It's not a particularly big creek. It's like something that you would wade across if the weather were better, but wading might be dangerous. And it's not completely frozen here yet. It's maybe a couple more days under this weather it would freeze over, but it's flowing quick enough to keep it from staying too frosty. As you follow it south, you can tell that you're starting to get closer to that weird feeling that you had yesterday when you were dealing with, when you were around the fairy traps and such. It kind of was that unearthly stillness, and a lot of the animal noises simultaneously got quieter but heightened at the same time. The few animal noises were way shriller. And everybody give me a perception check.
Perception.
Nice.
There's things I do well and things I do poorly.
You're a cleric!
Perception
And I'm a wizard.
It's not a class skill for clerics.
Yeah, perception isn't a class skill.
And also, she's not a cleric.
Yes, I am.
There she is.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You're a cleric.
In my defense, I did roll a 1 on that because my perception is +6.
Okay, Folren and Ordu. You're walking along the creek, and ahead of you, in just adjacent to the water, is this big horny elk, which is just kind of sipping on some of that creek water.
Can we
Don't drink the water, guys.
The antlers are what's large that you're describing here?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Not that he is aroused.
Well, I mean,
there's
it could be both. Oh,
there's hoof.
we're not playing Fatal?
There's footprints around. It's, it looks like it's tracked here a little bit and kind of milled about. It looks, and it's definitely kind of almost supernatural looking. It's like bone white all over. Very, very like glistening polar bear kind of deep white fur.
Is it bone white because it is bones, because it is undead?
It is not a skeleton.
Maybe someone can like handle animals to try to charm this thing.
I imagine it is like directly in our path or something.
It's yeah, because you're following the edge of the creek, so it is in your path. It doesn't look hostile. It looks natural, but you can tell that something like this shouldn't be here naturally. That's just your survival skill. This is some kind of a Arctic stag.
Does it see us?
Are you trying to hide from it?
We stop moving as soon as we see it. We just kind of stand still. Not actively hiding, but just, if we're not moving, we're not threatening it, maybe. I do have a large tiger by my side, I guess.
If it's aware of you, it's not making any motion, then it is so far.
So I guess I guess Amur will just sit quietly and just watch it for a bit. I'm trying to understand what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, you can knowledge nature if you want to.
Does anyone do that? Because I don't.
It's a deer, guys. It just got big and it started growing supernaturally, and it's kind of been attacked by an alchemist, and that's why it's so big.
It's a big white deer. Yeah, Mirrors, you figured that it shouldn't be from here. The whole the whole Arctic situation kind of makes sense, but both it and the snow shouldn't be here.
I don't trust it.
Well, I'm sure it doesn't trust you either.
No, I don't care what it thinks.
As you stand and regard it for a little while, it seems to finish doing its drinking, and you see this like hot steam kind of coming out of its mouth. And it looks toward you guys, and without moving its mouth or like making any kind of motion with its eyes, you just hear it go, hello.
Ah!
Hi, friend! What's your name?
My name is, geez, let me think about this for a minute. Let's go with Elk.
Are we being sassed by an elk?
Mr. Elk, where are you from? We were in a sunlit, warm place a few minutes ago, and it's cold here, and you're not from this area. What's happening?
Quick question. Are we hearing this through our ears, or like is it telepathic?
It seems to be telepathic. It's definitely not moving its mouth or making any kind of vocalizations. But it makes like all your senses are telling you that it's like it's a voice coming from the deer. But you're not seeing the deer make any vocalizations.
Oh, no.
You should all see the giant salmon steak I just made.
Oh.
You yeah, because like generally you think of telepathic stuff as like a voice coming from your own head. This is definitely coming from the deer.
Okay.
Cool.
He says, "This is where I live. What are you doing here?"
Well, we walked down the road about, how long it's been?
Maybe 2 hours. It's about 10 o'clock in the morning.
Sure. And it went from, very, very warm to where the flowers were out and the sun was out and all the birds were chirping to this somewhat startling and beautiful but cold area. Have you ever seen the warmth? Have you gone down this trail the other direction?
Yeah. This is the way it's always been, as far as I know.
How puzzling. Perhaps after we leave, you should continue down this road the way.
I asked you what you were doing here, and you answered by asking me what's down that way, so I don't think this is super friendly, guys. You're not gonna pull out all those pokies and stab
No.
us.
We're just exploring.
We're actually looking.
No, we're just exploring.
What-
Yeah, no, don't worry about Amur right here. He's very friendly, and he gives me a big lick.
Hey, give me some bluff checks, fellas.
Sure.
I don't want to tell this fucking dude what we're doing.
Why not?
I'll quickly cast the spell.
Because he doesn't even know. If he's telepathic, doesn't know his own name. He's obvious. This is
No,
sketchy.
maybe-
Why do you say that he has a name? Animals don't need names the way humans do.
If he is intelligent enough to know telepathy,
Yeah,
he's intelligent to give himself a name.
I don't know if you guys have done a lot of speaking with animals, but he does seem to be a little more eloquent than you would expect. But he could just be like a super wise, magical animal too. The elk thinks you're retarded. Could be wild shaped. Could be a druid. So yeah, he.
Nope. Might be.
That's just because you're bad at talking.
You haven't said anything, Jared. It's okay.
He says, "Okay, well, you should probably be careful because there's lots of weird, dangerous things farther on down there."
Has the dangerous things come recently, or has always been dangerous? I mean, you look like a mighty elk, so
This place has always been dangerous. Like, you could freeze to death and die. I got fur. You guys have stolen fur? Looks like you're wearing a bunch of other people.
you know it.
Well, some of you actually are kind of furry. Huh.
Yeah.
Well, still, like, you're not forest people. You should probably, just be careful and maybe go on home.
Brent, how do you speak to us like this?
Um,
I've met many elks, and very few of them can speak to me.
I've got magic power.
From what?
Well, I don't. Where does magic come from, even?
Yeah,
God.
It
I mean,
comes
these-
from the gods, of course.
yeah, I mean, this has actual answer.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you,
There's the
buddy.
ethereal plane. I mean, we.
Are there many other elk like you who can also speak to each other in this way?
Sure, most of us, I think. Yeah.
That's amazing. I've met many, and they've never spoken to me.
You guys seem pretty ignorant of the way things work around in this forest. Maybe it is a little bit too much for you guys to handle.
Yeah, can I
Perhaps guide us.
is there a check I can do on this dude?
What
I don't-
do you feel that the situation is maybe perhaps more than it seems?
Is what? Sorry.
Is perhaps more than it seems?
Yes.
Please make a sense motive check.
Okay.
Okay, I rolled will save earlier, but we'll go with its motive. Will save to disbelieve.
I thought you rolled sense motive for us, Adam.
I mean, normally, yeah.
We are all bad at this.
This seems exactly as it should be.
Everything seems perfect.
Yeah,
God damn.
The only weirdness you're really getting out of this is that the elk doesn't seem to be looking directly at any of you. It's looking around more like animalistically. Like, when you have a conversation with somebody, you tend to look at their eyes or at least look in the general direction. The elk seems to just be a little detached from the conversation that it's having.
Hey,
It's
Mr. Elk, real quick, can I ask you one last question, if you don't mind? Can you see us over here on this side? We're on the other side of the creek. Can you see us?
no, he's on the
Are
same
we-
side of the creek as you.
He's on the same side of the creek?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's not really in your way, but he's just kind of interposing in the
And if
way
he's on the
you're
other side, I would be like, okay, let's go. Bye.
Mr. Oak, can I ask you a question?
Like a
If you see me wave my hand, can you shake your head, please? Can I wave my hand?
Well, I was getting at that maybe if he's the opposite side of the creek, that maybe it's a barrier border of some sort of magicalness and he can't see us on this side of it.
No, he's on the same side as you. He says, okay, yeah, hold on. And he takes a second, and then the elk's head starts shaking. Nodding or shaking side to side, however you wanted it.
Now I get really spooked out, and I want to try and spellcraft some stuff.
Like this?
Mr. Elk, are you actually an elk, or are you controlling?
Yeah, I've been an elk ever since I was, you know, a baby elk. Is there a word for that? It's complicated. A sapling? Wait,
That works.
a cub?
A fawn, I believe.
Oh no, those are those little horn people with the pipes and stuff. I wasn't one of those. Okay, well,
At this point, I'm always pretty confident that there's someone who's controlling the elk. He's like a summoned animal or something.
This tracks. Yeah, know what?
he's definitely
Can-
been there for a minute or so at this point. So if it were like a low-level summon, he would have vanished by now.
Why would it take long? Why would it take a time to shake its head? That I don't get.
He
I
says,
mean, animal companion, that makes sense.
it could be that there's just someone hidden around giving it directions. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's walk up to the elk.
Well, no, can I do perception first, please?
Sure.
Yeah.
To look around for someone nearby, I guess. Oh, I have that button. Oh,
Ooh, nice, 25. You look all over.
See, one of us can perceive things.
You look all over to see if there's somebody hidden in the bushes, maybe, or up in a tree or buried in the snow, and doesn't seem out of place.
Okay. I'll walk up to the elk.
He starts backing away very, very naturally, not like definitely like an animal, like whoa. He does that kind of jump start where he like kind of hops back, and he says, "Oh yeah, I guess we're done talking now, and you still seem to have a lot of those pointy things, so I'm just gonna be going now. I told you I didn't want to really make any."
You know, I'd love to meet up again in the future. I have some really good spinach I can share with you. Perhaps we can meet up in a few hours?
I don't know what that is. So I guess bye.
goodbye.
Bye.
You don't want spinach? There's very sexy spinach in my pack. It smells really good.
Where did you?
Yeah.
The best spinach is
Cool.
sexy spinach.
Finish. My nose starts.
You know it's
twitching out.
sexy.
Going. I'm start like sniffing around your bag.
Wait, there's spinach?
There's
Can
spinach.
you hold out spinach, bro?
You
So-
sure you don't want some?
Holding out on me?
He says, "Nah, I'm outie, bro," and he just
I need it for my Popeye
he
powers.
starts bounding into the woods.
Okay. I'll wait like maybe 30 seconds and then go look at his trail and try and figure it out from there.
Never mind.
I got nothing on that, so.
Okay, well that was wild and cool, and log that in the fun stories to tell at the circus later stories.
Guys,
We talked to an elk, but
there's
probably
a-
not really.
There's a talking elk in there. We got to put this in the cage.
This is definitely gonna be a part of the show.
We are not imprisoning the elk.
No, the story is a part of the show.
So people go to the circus for it to be lied to.
Yeah.
So we'll start trailing the elk. We'll
Well, that's basically how I thought.
We're gonna keep on our own path that we went on. Fuck that elk.
Yeah,
Can we start stealthing and try and trace the elk down? It's going through snow, so it should be pretty easy to follow.
Why are we trying to chase the elk?
No. Okay, so the oracle is gonna chase the elk by itself.
No, there's two of us, bitch.
You
The
and
tiger
Tiger.
probably hunting for elk. You know, it's kind of logical.
Isn't this like the basic violation of all gaming parties ever? Don't split the party.
Come with me.
No, why?
I'm
We don't
staying with my
want-
brother.
We have a mission to go.
You two should
find
come with us.
No.
Well, to assess both of your fears, the elk did seem to be going in the direction you want to go anyway. So for now, we're consolidated.
Hooray.
Alright, so taking care to follow the directions that you were given, more so than tracking the elk footprints that continue to keep going the right direction, you catch back up to the bigger trail, the footprints that were left by horses and boot prints. They're relatively well preserved, even though it's like frozen and icy and snowy here. It doesn't look like it's snowing much overnight, so the footprints have kind of sunk in and crusted a little bit, but they're still there and still relatively easy to follow. At this point, the elk tracks just kind of bound into the woods directly and aren't following this trail anymore.
How old are they? I'll use scent.
What? Was that an English sentence?
What were you gonna do?
I think he says I'll use scent. I think.
Okay, give me a survival check.
Okay, hold on. Amur is a tiger, and Amur likes hunting things. Tiger. I don't know how to do this. Agosha skills. Survival. Why doesn't he have survival?
I don't know.
Do animal companions not get survival? Doesn't seem right.
As a class skill, probably not.
But as a skill?
I mean, everything has survival. He has a +2 to it.
He also has scent.
Okie dokie. Okay. Give me a handle animal check, because he doesn't know track. Nice. Yeah, he gives you a signal that he's pretty confident he could follow the trail if he needs to. It basically goes into like undergrowth and bushes and stuff, but he could follow it if he wanted. But it doesn't go along the same path as the trail. So at this point, you will need to make a decision on which way to go.
What do you guys think? I'm inclined to go chase down the elk. That's weird and cool looking.
No, that sounds like
For
a
why?
red herring to me.
Okay, then let's not do it.
Okay.
I trust you guys. I mean, I'm gonna go with the party on this. I'm not gonna go split the party or anything stupid. Not that dumb.
I'm curious as to what benefit you believe will happen.
I'm a pair of tigers, and there's a talking elk, and I'm both curious and hungry.
Okay.
All right.
I mean,
There wasn't a wrong answer. I'm just curious.
I have nothing to really do. I mean, there's like chase down a woman who's been gone for a day and a half, or go chase down a talking elk that I've never met before. That's probably even more interesting.
We've never met the woman before.
Yeah, but like,
And she's a rich noblewoman. There might be money in it for us.
we as a group decided not to sell her treasure.
Because giving it back to her is probably the way to get better treasure. It's an investment in future treasure.
Well, I mean, probably not.
Way too complicated for
We can
more.
pretend.
Okay. So if you follow the main trail, it basically walks along the creek until it starts to start getting noticeably colder, and before too much longer, the creek freezes.
You guys, I trust you guys' advice.
I can't.
Well,
tell the
that's
future.
obviously your first mistake.
The path that you're leading to takes you to more or less like kind of a natural kind of creek crossing. It's what you would probably, it's maybe 2 to 3 feet deep, were it not frozen. You would just like wade across it on a good summer day, but it's completely frozen over, and planted on it is this kind of fresh looking sign that is being held up by this very crude and very typical looking snowman. And the sign has kind of painted on it in this bright green kind of pigment. It says, "Trespassers, turn back."
I want to go chase the elk.
Quick, put your hat on it. It might be magic.
It does not appear to be wearing any clothes. But it's got this big goofy smile on it made out of rocks and stones.
Can I do detect magic on the snowman?
Sure.
Snowman.
Okay, I'd like to do that.
It's Snowman, get back here.
Adam, you said it's a spine, as in like of a humanoid creature?
The snowman? No, it's like 3 big piles of snow on top of themselves.
Oh, I thought you said there was a...
I realize you people live in Texas, but surely some of you have made a snowman.
Oh, I heard him say there was a spine.
It's holding up a sign in these like limb branch arms.
That's not nearly as horrific as a snowman holding up a spine.
That's true.
All right.
I'm with him on this one.
All right, so you do detect the presence or absence of magic, and there is a magic aura about the snowman.
Who wants to go chase down the elk?
No, I'm okay.
If you would like to, you can...
So far, I trust the snowman more than the elk.
If you are interested in such, you can make a Arcana check to determine the school of magic involved.
Oh, a spellcraft for that.
Nope.
I'm untrained. There we go. The wizard shows up.
Yeah, I don't have that trained. And I thought it was spellcraft too.
Can I just acknowledge for a second that we also have 3 full casters in the party out of 4?
Good. Yeah,
We are so
It's gonna survive to level 10. It will start being good.
Jared, you can also detect magic, correct? Otherwise, your Arcana check is useless.
Well, I mean, yeah, I can detect magic.
Just making sure. You detect... you deduce this to be an illusion aura.
Huh.
I shoot it with a crossbow.
It buries itself into the snowman, and there is no effect.
It's a real snowman.
Okay, and the...
Can I examine the ice?
On the creek?
Yeah, the ice that the snowman's sitting on. I mean, if I was gonna illusion something over a creek, I'd illusion the ice.
No, the snowman is just before the frozen creek. He is. It's basically like if the sign were gonna say, watch for shady ice, it would be around the right place to put it.
Okay, and what has the illusion aura? The snowman?
The snowman itself. That's the only magic aura you can detect anywhere around.
Alright, I will approach the snowman,
I will stay away from the snowman.
and I will poke it with the end of my with the end of the trident, the blunt end of the trident. You know what I mean?
Okay. You're waiting for the snowman to do something creepy and suspicious and magical, and it absolutely does when you start getting real close to it. Not like dangerous melee close, but just pretty close. The snowman waves the sign at you, and it's like, can't you read? It says, turn around, get lost. And then
Ordu's like, no, Amur's like, I'm off to go chase down that elk.
And then it just kind of resets into the position it was in earlier and doesn't move again.
Can you do me a favor and step back and then step forward again and see if it does it again?
Sure.
All right.
I will repeat the procedure.
You step back and then step forward. And it starts wiggling the sign at you. It says, can't you read? This says turn back, get lost.
So we are not the first people to do this, okay.
I would like to...
Or
kind of
we could be, but
the area
we don't have
of,
evidence.
unusual tracks or any kind of like faulty ice or?
The tracks you're following look to go directly across the creek, and make a perception check.
Boop. Oop, can I take my time to do it?
No, because you're looking over a distance.
Okay.
That's me making up rules.
I was like making up rules. I can't just look at them for distance for a time.
You can look and you narrow your eyes. It does definitely look like the tracks pick up across the other side, and there's spots on the creek where they don't look safe as others. So it definitely looks like there's some weak spots in the ice.
Can I use survival to guide everybody across the creek?
That's good.
Yeah,
Is the
you
creek
could.
like 3 feet wide, or is it like 20 feet wide?
It's, let's see. It's not like crazy wide. Yeah, 20 feet sounds a little extreme. It's like right there at the edge of 20, 30 feet-ish. It's kind of organic.
I start looking around for like a long, large stick to give to Maris and for poking the ice to like look for soft spots. Look, I did a help.
Yeah, you can find a branch or something to use as a poking rod. Is that what you want to do?
Maybe that'll give her a bonus on survival or not. I don't know, but that seems like a good idea.
That was a really sad survival roll. That's like a 2 on the die.
Have we been here before? Was this before or after where the fairies were?
This is after the fairies.
Okay,
Well,
yeah.
this is a part of the trail that you picked up on that you probably didn't make it to before. So you skipped some of the trail.
Cool. Awesome. We crossed the creek.
All right.
Slowly. I try and eat too.
You start to cross the creek. Maris is leading the way, and you feel pretty confident, even with the low roll, that you know what you're doing. When you first tap on the ice with the stick, the snowman says, "Don't turn around," and then it explodes.
That sounds bad though.
Make a fortitude save, everyone.
No.
Do I have to?
Yes.
Well, you don't have to. You can auto fail if you want.
I mean, I might as well. The same result.
These are good numbers.
3. Very disappointed.
That's not a good number.
Yep. I can't remember the last time I ever made a save in my life.
Hey, do you want me to break your heart there, Jared?
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and go make dinner or something.
No. It's not. That's not going to be what breaks your heart. What breaks your heart is can you please roll for augury too?
You piece of shit! I
Since
will
he
kill
has
you.
evasion for reflex saves, not fortitude saves.
I thought we had a gentleman's agreement. Hilariously,
Ooh,
he has the same fort save I do.
He's a familiar, of course he does.
Well, it's yours or theirs, which is better.
All right. Let's see here.
Oh, well, I
All
suppose
right.
it's fine.
So there's this huge crashing explosion sound. And Amur and Alyosha and Jared B. You should use your drop down thing because I don't remember what your character's name is. You guys all take 6 points of sonic damage.
What?
So augury did not.
No, he's fine.
Okay.
Does that put Yosha out? How much
Um,
health is it?
you guys should all be fully healed.
Yeah, I mean I'm at 3 health now though.
It's on HP. We're good. We're good.
So yeah, you turn around to see what it was, and it was some kind of big sonic effect. It wasn't like a fire explosion. Everybody that failed is stunned for a moment, and the ice starts to crinkle and kind of make cracking noises very violently, and it's not doing it in a way that makes sense. It's not like it's collapsing into the stream. It's like it's building up, and all of a sudden there's a couple of roughly humanoid-looking ice piles that are menacing toward you guys.
while we're staying on the ice.
So we're gonna get a cool map here.
Yeah, cool map.
Well, those aren't supposed to be visible yet, but that's cool. So anyway, yeah, put your guys up on the top right somewhere. Oh wait, you don't have tokens. You don't know how to do this. Boom. Ordu.
Yeah, I'm about to say, Adam, I don't think we can
Yeah,
do
I don't play Pathfinder before.
Boom. 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 So everybody's got to be at least behind Rachel, because she's stepped onto the ice and set that up. Also, let me...
So, like, how far am I on the ice? Am I 1 square? Am I 2 squares, Adam? Where am I?
You were just set your first footprint into the ice. So, no, you can't be ahead of her. You have to be behind her.
You can't be ahead of me, Ordu.
There you go.
I'm at 3 HP on both me, myself, and on Yasha.
Ooh,
Sweet.
that's tough. All right, so now, if you guys can remember, make sure you click your token first. Roll initiative.
I could tell the future.
You knew that was going to happen. Why didn't you say anything?
It's more fun this way. Folren has a death wish. He didn't know.
I didn't know. Seems to be...
He didn't either.
Wow, I rolled really well in the initiative. I never happens to me.
All right, what do these things have? Plus 30 to initiative. Ooh.
That is not okay.
Plus 30?
I believe that was a joke.
All right. So round 1, Folren, you're first to react, of course, because you knew this was going to happen. Your allies are stunned, and they're probably going to be out of combat for a minute. Not a minute, but like a moment of time. But you're before the elementals have got the chance to, completely assemble themselves and start attacking.
All right. What spells do I got right now?
Oh, but you're stunned, so never mind.
Okay.
Hey, Adam.
Amur is also stunned. Maris, you're actually first.
Hey, Adam.
What's up?
I'm looking at my health and wounds on my core tab of my character sheet, and it says I have 0 of 0 hit points.
On your character sheet.
On the core.
I see. What do you have in your class? Class HP is 12. Right. That doesn't make sense.
I know, it's kind of weird, right? Oh well.
I think a lot of us, it looks like a lot of people are still carrying wounds from our last fight, though.
No, that's how much they just got hit for now.
Oh, well, it sucks to be them.
It does indeed. It'd be great if we had a cleric in the party, wouldn't it?
Says the orc.
I'm working on it!
Slow.
Hey, don't be mean. You're too mean. You need to be a collaborator.
Hey, just because I don't have to heal you if I don't like you. My god is very flexible like that.
Oh, that is
I know.
true. So yeah, let me put these tokens back on here.
There's a reason I never play clerics of good gods.
Maris, you're pretty certain that the square right in front of you is probably dangerous. Like, as much as I wanted to hide it, it couldn't be done.
Okay, so I'm pretty sure the square right in front of me is about to become one, or is not stable.
It's not stable.
Okay, I will communicate that to the party, and I will channel.
Hey, you're so nice.
Yeah, try to correct for it now.
What a collaborator. Do you want to move anywhere? This is full combat.
Yeah, I do. I'm gonna probably want to move here. Mostly she wants to get out of the way because she's not, she knows she's not very combat savvy.
Okay, it is somewhat difficult to move on the ice, but not dangerous. If you wanted to do, say, a run or a charge, It would be acrobatics checks kind of situations.
For some reason, my token disappeared.
Oh my gosh. You deleted it entirely. You're fired.
I'm so building.
This fucking comedy of errors.
We're not always that competent, is really what we've all learned. Okay, so
No, but what
I'm going to channel.
Yeah, combat-wise, if you try to run or charge over this, it's going to be acrobatics checks, and it's going to count as difficult terrain. You can still take 5 foot steps, but it's basically difficult terrain, just counting your squares of movement. Alyosha is staggered, and Ordu will have a full turn.
So everyone gets to heals 2 points of damage.
Cheers, bro.
And I will tell people to be careful of the area that was just in front of me, because it's not safe.
And yeah, that should be pretty obvious on the map, right? Right.
Yes. There. And there. And
Okay.
there.
All right,
There's
Ordu.
some real big problems if we go in those 2 spots.
All right, Ordu, you're up.
Okay, I will swift action, go from bare nose to bare arms. I'm not sure where that is. Okay, don't have to do that. And then I'm going to control rage. No, I'll just go regular rage. I'm angry about this. Free action rage. And that leaves me a move action. That's not me. That's me. Move to there. Just straight across.
Okay.
And I threaten this moving thing. Arr, angry bear noise.
Or angry bear noise.
Yep. I'm gonna leave Discord for a second. My volume on you all has gone like extremely quiet. I'm not sure why, so I'm gonna reset.
Okay.
Okay.
Did he do a standard action?
Yeah, standard action was to go bare arms.
Okay. All right. The next thing to
Swift
happen
to
is
turn off bare nose. Standard to turn on bare arms. Free action to enrage. Move action to move.
all right. The one that you came up and addressed is going to kind of make a slide over here. It moves very gracefully on this ice, and it's gonna try and grab Ordu, which will provoke.
Okay. While I'm still in here and can do this, I will make a bare arm attack. Does anything bad happen when I try to touch it?
I mean, hypothetically, yes.
No, I mean like, does touching it?
Oh, I can't tell you until you touch it.
Okay, very good. Attacks. Claw, there it is. No, I'm doing primary bite. That's what it is. Primary bite. Arr.
Nice.
No, I'm not biting. I have claws. Goddamn.
This is what a bite is.
That also is weird. Bite attack. Why are my attack rolls?
You're in your special attacks, not the attacks tab.
Oh. Derp, 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 derp. There it is. Claw attack.
That's a
Super
miss.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
So it's going to try and do a combat maneuver on you. Whoa.
Okay.
So here comes that. Generating a number for that.
17 is what you're looking for.
Goo, got a fumble. Oops.
Woohoo! And can you describe these things real fast? Again, they're just piles of ice?
They look like piles of crumpled and crispy ice. They're small sized, but yeah, they just seem to be like rough humanoid forms of ice.
So ice crispy treats.
Ice crispy treats.
Okay. Be right back 2 seconds.
The other one's going to do the same thing and provoke from Maris.
I will attempt to stab it with my trident.
Good luck.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Okay, I'm back. Hello?
Hola.
There we go.
Trident's gonna miss. And
Well, yeah.
yeah, a 15 versus combat maneuver defense.
I'm not even sure I have that in here. Let me look.
10 plus your CMB if you have it.
Yeah, I don't think I have that calculated.
Strength plus Dex plus BAB.
So that'll be 12, I think.
Well, sounds like he got you. He doesn't
I'm a
grab.
cleric!
Yeah, he doesn't grab you. He tries to sling you into
Why do
the
you strengthen dex so low?
because she's a cleric. It's not trying to grab you. It tries to kind of sling you.
My
into,
strength is 13, my dex is 13, so my wisdom could be 20.
It tries to sling you into the broken ice, but it doesn't move you far enough because it didn't get high enough on the attack roll. So Folren.
Just as a reminder, Adam, I can breathe underwater.
Oh, well, that's true.
They don't know that.
I know they don't know that. I'm just telling Adam in case it comes up later and he's like, I didn't know you could breathe underwater. And I'm like, dude, I'm an Undine.
They don't know that. Just because you're immune to cold doesn't mean they're not going to try and freeze you.
I'm
Do
not immune
I-
to cold. I can just breathe underwater.
Okay,
Do I get a
who's
turn?
next?
You're up fully good.
Okay.
I can't spend 2 sessions removing you entirely from combat.
You know, you could.
You could, yeah. I'll still show up. I'll just.
I just like you making jokes.
I'll be
You're
sure
good-
to play plans at 9.
You're good at jokes.
9 is my what? 8 for you guys. 7? I don't even know.
Yes, you're right.
I hate that now they're a melee. Wizards suck. I don't know why I made one. Why does anyone play these guys? Fireball's overrated.
I've often felt that way about wizards myself, but I'm not playing one.
Yeah. I mean, how hard is it to point your finger at something and make it explode?
I know. I can't do it. Yeah, I guess I'll just acid splash. What am I at? +3? Wait, no, I have the thing.
Oh, the thing. Nice.
Sick.
Sick.
If I could roll above a 5 on anything, something that is at all worthwhile.
You're fairly
that'd be cool.
certain that would hit if there weren't all these goons in melee.
We got max damage. 4.
Woo-hoo-hoo!
I need to stop being a level 1 wizard real
Yeah,
soon.
I'm working on that, buddy. I promise.
Oh no, it's not. I'm not blaming you. I'm blaming me.
For being a level 1 wizard. Do you want to
Yeah.
move? Do you want to move anywhere?
Nah, I think I'm good.
All right, Amur. Oh.
Sorry.
They move in tandem.
Can I charge over the ice?
You can charge. It will require an acrobatics check.
Okay, I delay till after Ordu.
Okay. Do you want to give him any commands, maybe?
Oh, I give a command to Alyosha saying, "Go bite the thing," and
Go
full round attack, please.
Yes, sir. Maris.
Can I try to, wiggle free of this thing?
It is not holding you at all. It did a reposition maneuver, so you're not encumbered.
Oh, okay. Then I am going to... What am I going to do? Can we do 5-foot steps on this landscape?
Yes, it's normally difficult terrain, but you're not stopped from doing 5-foot steps.
Then I'm going to take a 5-foot step back and stab at it with my trident.
Okay.
Actually, screw that for a lark. I'm going to use my water domain ability, which does cold damage, which I bet it's immune to, but oh well.
That seems pretty sensible.
Well, it's more likely to hit than my, Actually, can I figure out what the hell these things are?
Yes, please. Knowledge, nature. Or planes.
They're ice elementals, small.
That's not necessarily true.
Fuck you.
You know how Paizo is about making every single monster custom instead of using anything pre-published? Yeah, they're ice elementals. What do you want to know about them?
Are they immune to cold?
What do you want from me, huh?
They're immune to cold as well as typical elemental traits.
Okay, I don't know how, I don't remember. Knowledge checks are not considered an action, are they?
No.
Okay, so I can still cast Bless on the party?
Yeah.
But I'm going to cast Bless on the party.
Hey. Whether or not you need it. Get it.
Aww.
It's a weather joke. Alright, Alyosha is going to full attack whichever one you told it to full attack.
Let's see, melee. I don't know what that was. That was I'm confused how this character works again. Bite. Claw. They're all +1 on top of
It's
that.
all in the mind.
So that's a crit threat. No, none of them are crit threats.
None of them are crit threats.
Do they all hit? There's actually a 14 on the lowest.
The bite and the claw does. The second claw does not hit.
14 does not hit?
Nope.
Cool.
So 6 damage is enough to look like this.
Boom! It hurts him.
And make a fort save.
Nice. Love fort saves on my characters.
It is, well, as far as you can tell, Alyosha is fine.
Cool.
Alyosha's not smart enough to relay the information that it gained off of that to you. So, Amur, you're up.
Amur, no, I delayed till afterward.
Yeah, and
They're very cold.
it is now afterward.
No, it's before Ordu.
Before Ordu. I thought you said after Alyosha. Okay.
Before do.
All right. Ordu. That.
Okay, my turn?
Yes.
Okay. So this guy wants to charge, but I have no reason to know that because he didn't say anything about it. So why should I move?
He can tell you now.
Please move out of the way so I can charge.
There we go. And 2 claw attacks.
No.
Whoa.
Did you guys know I lived in between 2 clubs
No.
Claw.
So let's just move them.
on a Monday night?
Are they like 9 irons or what?
Ooh. All right. Well,
I'm so glad I'm playing at a table with people who appreciate puns.
All right. Claw.
Fortitude save?
Yeah, there's that damage. Yeah, striking it isn't numbingly, overwhelmingly cold, but it's pretty cold, and it gives you a good sense where if it did the same to you, it would chill you.
So if I failed to save, I would take cold damage or something?
Maybe.
Something like that.
Something like that. Hitting it probably isn't cold enough, but it hitting you is what I'm trying to communicate. Anything else?
That's it for me.
Okie dokie. Now you can charge.
I charge.
All right. Acrobatics.
Skills. Acrobatics.
Nice. You're prone as you slid on the floor and throw your feet up out from under you.
I like this character. Okay. Next.
You still have a standard action, so you could hypothetically stand up. Actually, no. The charge was a special action, so yeah, you're stuck on the ground, buddy.
Cool.
Bear.
That was fun.
Yeah,
cat.
and he's super gonna take advantage of this amazing tactical position you've given him. and try and slam into you as you lay on the ground. But I'm only looking at a 12 to hit.
Nope, not even close.
Nice.
Even with charged. You're looking at 21, so 15.
The one over here is going to try and hit Alyosha with the slam attack, which is, this one's a 22 to hit. It's 3 points of bludgeoning damage and 3 points of cold damage.
He's unconscious.
Which is, enough for bad news. And then it's going to 5-foot step toward Maris.
Uh-oh.
Every combat is lethal to the core. Folren.
I'm gonna magic missile the dude up here.
Okay.
If I can, I don't have to.
Yeah,
that-
he is destroyed. I'm assuming you do damage.
At least 2 minimum, right?
Yeah, 2 minimum is enough. So he goes down. And you get all the experience for doing last hit.
Yep.
League of Legends.
Yay! Kill stealing son of a bitch.
Maris.
I'd like to say eep as a free action. Eep! And jump backwards. And then I will attempt to stab it with my trident in a fully pathetic fashion.
You
So
can do
proud of
it.
you, buddy.
You can do it.
I think, does Tritons have reach, or do you have to stab first and then move?
Tridents have reach, so you have to move first and then stab.
Nice.
Part of why I took it because it was my god's favorite weapon, but
I can imagine a short trident, but tridents are explicitly a reach weapon. Nice.
Yeah.
You showed
I
that
showed him.
5-foot square who's boss. Alyosha, please try to
How
stabilize.
is Amur? How can I tell? Is he hurt? Is he down? What's up with him?
He just fell over.
Oh, okay, then that's fine.
Alyosha destabilizes.
He's showing the grace of a tiger man. Right, Alyosha stabilizes. Ordu.
Oh, he's not.
Ordu moves up to that square 20 feet and attacks the thing with a 1 attack. Once
Okay.
I get to that tab and the stuff off my defenses page, onto the claw attack. Claw attack. Super
Ooh,
effective.
nice. Look at all that damage.
Fortitude save.
No. Alright.
No.
No. I mean, that was just a flavored food save. Alright, he is also subsequently destroyed.
Thank you, Adam.
I mean, Alyosha needed to make a fort save, but it wouldn't have made a difference with the unconsciousness. Okay, and nothing else seems to menace except for the dopey-looking snowman holding the sign up still.
Oh, where did the explosion? Oh, right.
It was a sonic explosion, so it didn't leave a lot of residue.
I stand up.
Yeah,
I remain standing.
yeah. Poor Alyosha.
Does someone want to heal him, or am I going to heal him?
I think another burst would be a good idea.
I agree with that statement.
Yeah, I can do that.
Thank you,
Because
baby.
there's several y'all that are still hurt.
There's 3 of us, yeah.
All right, 6 points to everybody.
Yay.
So I'm still down 6 on him, which I'll cure. I'm full on Amur. Okay, so then I'll use a Cure Light Wounds. And I'll heal up to nearly full. 9 out of 11. Okay.
Alright, I'll be right back. Just give me 2 minutes.
Yeah, Maris is not really a combat cleric. She's very much a Healy cleric.
Cool. What did you prep for today, by the way? Just so I know kind of what to play on.
I have Bless, Shield, and Magic Weapon.
Cool.
And Obscuring Mist, which is my domain spell. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Fun.
I mean, it's nothing particularly fancy, but
What's the domain spell?
What's my domain spell?
What's the domain spell again?
Obscuring Mist.
Oh yeah, that's right. That won the game last time.
Well, the other option was Goodberry, and I just didn't think that would be that helpful in the context.
It's just good very heal.
Free low-level healing.
That's true. That's true. I don't know. Maybe it'll be useful. I can always do it tomorrow.
Yeah. I just have a personal grievance against Obscuring Mist and other effects like that, as Sasha and I discussed this weekend.
I'm generally not a big fan of it, but after what happened with those stupid little flying doohickeys last time, Maris was erring on the side of caution.
No, it saved the party. It would have been TPK without that. But those visual impairing effects for combat just add on double the combat time at minimum.
I completely agree with you. If I could have thought of another thing to do, I would have done it. Because I completely agree. I think Obscuring Mist is a total pain in the ass.
But you did the right thing.
You did. It worked. And it's good.
Yeah,
Well, it was really just intended to be a stall tactic.
Ordu wants to eat some of the ice elemental ice. Nom.
Tastes like regular ice.
It's wintry fresh. Look, guys. Whew.
Does your breath smell good?
I eat a juniper branch over there nearby, and so now I have wintergreen breath.
Folren, you get the sense that maybe you want to move away from the snowman just in case it's going to reset. So
you keep cutting out from me. I want to know what?
You get the feeling, based on your knowledge of how magic works and all, that maybe you want to.
It's like I can tell the future.
Yeah, maybe you want to move away from the snowman just in case it resets itself, as some magic tends to do.
Okay. So you're saying we shouldn't sit here and just farm ice elementals for a while?
Yeah, you should maybe.
The ice elementals are probably a one-off, but I don't want to get exploded again.
So you guys can mosey across.
Oh, where was we'd need a rogue to turn it off? Okay.
What?
To disable the trap.
I can't believe that we're a party of 3 casters, 1 barbarian, and we don't have a rogue.
Whatever, dude.
Well,
you bypass the trap. You use your faces on it.
I don't know that we bypassed it so much as survived it.
We'll have a rogue next level.
We have a
yeah, I
barbarian.
mean, take a one-level dip in rogue is really all you need. Or one.
Yeah, this is Ordu's path. He's like, man, we should really have somebody to deal with this.
Okay, we walk across the ice to the other side.
Yeah, that is easily done. But what's over there, I wonder?
I'm somewhat tempted to heal long-term wounds.
And yeah, Maris, you realize that if any of those ice elementals would have dragged you into the water, you wouldn't so much worry about drowning. It's more of the hypothermia problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do have cold resistance, and I can cast Endure Elements on myself, but I do see your point.
Yeah, you figure that if you did get soaking wet out here, it's not like ridiculously cold, but being soaking wet may push it past what Endure Elements can handle.
No, I get you. I mean, I grew up in Alaska. We had, classes on... We had survival class.
I want you to tell me off session what to do when you get submerged in water. Okay. So once you cross the path, I want you guys to give me another survival check. It's really easy to pick up the trail, but there's other secrets that survival would help you with.
I will aid a
Nice,
survival
nice.
check.
Yeah.
Nice.
No fucking way.
Nice.
The probability.
That was 2. How many rounds?
Just don't roll a 1 and you'll be MVP.
Okay.
Most valuable Pathfinder.
Real quick. Turning off rage. That was 2 rounds or 3 rounds of combat, Adam?
That was 3 total rounds of combat.
Okay, very good. I will mark off 3 off my rage. And skills.
MVB. Most valuable.
Survival. I'm super effective.
Did we all just roll
Dude, that
one?
one was 5 times higher than mine.
No, I rolled a 5. But does scent help at all?
No, it's not a scent deal, but with an 8, you do manage to find some legs sticking out of the snowdrift just shortly on the other side of the river, creek.
Oh,
I don't manage to find legs rolling a 12.
Well, I mean, yeah.
it's a shame you rolled a 1.
It's a shame. you rolled one.
Are the legs moving?
They look to be frozen and dead.
Oh.
Maybe
Only
day
a little bit
old.
gross.
Hey
Detect
guys, look, a
magic.
snack.
No magic to be detected.
Does it look particularly skeleton-y?
No, they look to be full of meat and zomboid, but wearing pants, so...
Hey, can you detect if there's magic around that thing? And then I will look at it for make sure it's not trapped like that last thing we found buried in the snow.
There's no magic to be found.
No magic.
Okay, I will percept around the thing to see if it's not trapped or rigged up like that damn chest was.
Okie dokie.
I don't feel comfortable with that. search.
Near
I
as
would
you
like
can
to-
tell, it just looks like a body that's been buried by snowdrift.
Okay.
Confirmed.
Yeah, it's buried by snowdrift.
Confirmed.
Can I look again?
Sure.
I look again.
Confirmed.
That's so much to say. Guys, it's absolutely been buried by snowdrift. No traps at all.
Yep, I agree.
It's as supernatural as the snow is. This looks to be just natural. There's
Hey, Ordu, you should pull it out.
there's a dead body here.
I'll begin the process of unsnowing around it, Adam.
All right, you unsnow the man. You exhume him. And hey, you remember that farmer you talked to 2 days ago that told you about him being attacked by Fae and such?
Really?
Yeah, he's here with what adventuring gear he could muster. He's does not,
Tickle.
he does not look to be alive anymore.
That sucks. What kind of infantry gear does he have?
He's got a composite longbow, which obviously has a strength bonus. And some
I am
arrows.
so glad that we are here to take a moment to mourn the death of the farmer.
Of this dude we barely knew. Let's go.
He did die. He died doing what he loved, pretending to be an adventurer. Yeah, so he's got a composite longbow and a dagger and a masterwork.
Do we know the strength?
Masterwork hand +1.
Okay.
Masterwork hand axe and some cash money.
Nice.
That's a lot of good gear for a farmer.
Did he have any arrows in him?
He's not wearing any kind of armor and such, and you can tell that his bow and his hand axe are look to be like soldier's gear. So maybe he was a retired soldier or something.
And does he have any arrows with him, or is it just the bow?
12 arrows.
12 arrows. Hey guys, this crossbow I've been carrying around is cool and all, but I think this longbow is better used for me than
I agree, you should take it.
cool.
So longbow +1, 12 arrows, and a masterwork hand axe, and some money.
A dagger and some money.
Oh,
You want a master hand axe too, Ordu?
Sure, why not?
how much dollars?
It does not take long to count because it's a little bag with this many dollars.
Adam, is the ground around here frozen solid such that it cannot be dug to bury this poor man?
It would take you. You don't really have the right kind of gear to do that, so yes.
Okay.
Can we at least pile up some rocks over him in sort of a, you know,
Yeah, you could do that. Plus, you
Turn
could bury
kind of
him in
thing.
the snow and he'll be fine.
yeah, but Maris will feel better if we at least
And,
put his
give me a heal check.
Okay.
Nice.
For some reason.
What is it with me?
It's
God.
using
No merits like this.
using your lifetime of cleric training and knowledge is you deduce that this man has indeed died.
He's 100% dead. Yeah, we'll build him a little rocky cairn around his corpse so that the wild animals don't eat him.
Yeah, but Ordu, you can't really tell what it is that killed him. It just looks like he froze to death.
Yeah. Alright, I'm going to outfit myself now with that crossbow. I guess I'll take the axe. It's better than attacking with my bare hands. I don't know. That's what I do. It's weird. I don't understand this melee weapon business.
So what you do is by having the axe, you take the axe and 5 claw instead of using 2 claws at full BAB.
Use the axe's claw instead of my own? That's weird.
No, you can use the axe and then a claw as a secondary attack, so at a -5, instead of just using both claws.
Hey, Adam.
Yo, sir.
What should we call this map?
What should we call this map?
Mm-hmm.
The scenario calls it Icy Crossing.
Okay, Paizo.
The name of the body of water you crossed was Wishbone Creek, but you knew that already. That's not news.
Yeah, but then when those two names are back to back, I'm... Jesus. Get Chris Metzen to name your shit?
You guys
There's a river in Alabama that for a while was known as Murder Creek.
That's better.
That's where I was
You know,
going.
that in real life is a lot better than in a fantasy game, for some reason.
Actually, what's even weirder is there was a Baptist church that called themselves Murder Creek, presumably because.
Well, okay, now that one's not so good.
And then it gets even weirder when you start thinking about full immersion river baptisms, and you're just like, I don't want to get baptized in Murder Creek. I'm just not okay with that. They've changed their name since then.
Would you like?
Listen to the Church of Murder.
Do you guys want to? I think you guys are good on resources. You want to press on a little bit more?
Yeah.
I'm only out a magic missile. Which isn't
Before too much longer, following these tracks, you can hear what sound to be humanoid voices, kind of being somewhat loud ahead of you.
Can we tell what they're saying?
Many?
At least 3. It sounds like you hear 3 distinct voices. You're not close enough to make out you're not close enough to make out what they're saying, and the acoustics of the snow kind of makes it weird sounding. Yeah. But it doesn't sound like they're yelling, but they're definitely kind of like spirited voices that sound angry.
Well, I imagine like we make sure to be sneaky.
What language are they speaking?
You suppose it to be Taldane.
Isn't Taldane common?
Yes, in these parts it is.
Hey, Adam.
Yo.
Did you say that composite longbow was masterwork or not?
It is not masterwork. It is a +1 strength bonus.
Okay, just confirming that's what.
Okay, well, we sneak, and whoever has a good sneak. Who feels sneakier?
I can sneak.
I think I'm a kind of roughly +4 sneaky person. No, -4 sneaky person. I will let someone else.
I think I want to, because this is going to be a group stealth check, I want to steal the 5th edition rules for sneak, whereas a certain threshold of the party needs to succeed for the entire party to succeed. Because I don't want to.
Oh, that's weird.
I don't want to make it so that your one awful person ruins it for everybody.
I like
That one awful person would probably be me.
No, it's me too.
Augury gets a +4 stealth while in snow.
I get a 26 and a -1.
Okay, can I just say what the heck? Because
You're really doing heavy lifting tonight, Rach.
Sorry, I was looking at the other.
that's the best roll I've had pretty much all night on something that I'm untrained in.
Why is my stealth at only a +2 when it should be a +4? I have no armor check penalty, right?
You have a shield?
Defense. Masterwork check.
Augury means said.
Yeah. That cute little picture.
There you go. I guess she helps, right? That brings the party up.
This party is many things, but clearly we are not don't have much of a future as stealthy ninja people.
I just want to get that last Ordu one.
I know. I was armored. I do have an armor technology. That's why. I thought I did not have one. Stealth.
Hooah!
Super effective.
Okay, that's pretty good. All right. And
I'm going to do a test use of the long budge. Put in here, Adam, real fast. Just to make sure I got it typed in right. Who wants this light crossbow? Boom! Super effective.
nice. All right. You catch up and you get to realize that it's specifically 3 voices, and they're arguing over what they're gonna do with all this money they just got from Lady Argentia. They do not appear to be aware of you, and eventually you can get up to. It looks like they're on the trail between you and where you're going. It looks like they have set up an ambush but are not tending to it very well, and you have managed to sneak up on them.
Cool.
You can see that they've got bows and stuff stashed by some blinds set up in trees. It looks to be a spot where they can like draw you guys into a clearing and snipe at you. But they're in it by themselves, and you guys are in the trees. So, whoa, what a plot twist.
Do we have a way to set fire to their bows?
Do you have a way to set fire to their bows?
I have some alchemist fires.
You have those?
Yeah, I bought them at Character Gen.
She had more than 12 gold. I had done 25 gold a character
But there's 3 of them. It doesn't seem like it would be hard for them to get their arms. They do have their short swords and padded armor on their persons, but you definitely have the surprise if you wanted to ambush them instead.
Can I sneak out and cast Divine Favor and then come back?
Sneaking and casting spells tend to not mix.
I agree. How much does a spell cost on your stealth check?
It ignores stealth because you have to speak with a commanding voice if it's a verbal component.
Fair enough.
Okay. Well, Maris, do you want to
Oh,
try
I do
and...
have Spark. I have Spark, Adam.
Cool. That'll set
I love
fires.
I can set fire to things with Spark.
Oh, wait. I bought an adventurer's kit, I think. I should have flint and tinder. I didn't realize can we set fire to things mundanely?
Oh, yeah.
They might not be that flammable, like that a spark might basically just light them off. They might need to be a little more flammable than that. Now, once a fire was going, if you threw them on a fire, that'd be different, but like just taking a lighter to a longbow is not going to just instantly...
Well, Spark is a magical spell.
The arrow will definitely be on fire, but just not really the part you want.
Yeah. Well, Maris,
maybe you guys should formulate a plan on how to take care of these 3 guys that you've caught surprise, and we'll do that next session.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
I could summon a monster.
I do have a... Oh, so here we go. Maris uses her Obscuring Mist spell, and then we summon a monster in there and scare them to death. Yeah.
Oh, man. I took Magic Missile instead of Silent Image this time.
Oh, that would have been so good.
Really good, though.
I love Silent Image. It's my favorite spell in the game.
It's the most abusable. I can't wait to ruin your fun.
Guys, this has been like the
It's
most
level 1 spell.
so far.
The most what?
Bravo.
No one died.
No one died.
Well, the cat.
I take him out every session. I feel bad about that.
Yeah, so it's like he's the punching bag.
Well, you take me out every session too.
Cat, I think, has attacked once this entire campaign.
He did
All right,
wreck
guys.
that ice elemental though.
No, he didn't. He did 6 damage.
That half wrecked it.
And Ordu did a hell of a lot more.
I just happened to actually make attack rolls. Hooray!
Yay. He needs 6 damage or be large. It's unfortunate for him. He's in a bad place right now.
Oh, also, stop killing my fox.
Oh yeah, no problem. If it was a reflex save, I wouldn't have made it matter because, like, familiars are specifically immune to making reflex saves because they have evasion, but not fort saves.
It should be immune to all saves.
Oh yes. I'm punishing you for choosing a familiar. Even a cute little fox familiar.
I know, why? I could choose a fucking green sting scorpion if it'll make you happy.
Oh, yeah. I'd step on it, just to step on it.
Alright, guys. Well, I'm going to go eat some dinner. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, okay. We're going to do this again on the 25th because I have alternating Mondays now.
Sounds good.
7 p.m., 8 p.m. Jared time.
I will see you all then.
Yeah, good night.
Bye.